aware that your cookbook contains many terms which pertain to cooking alone. It is necessary for you to know what these terms mean before you can interpret recipes.
Welcome to the third episode of We Eat Food. On this episode we're going to show you some good spots to get spareribs in Assen. And we got special shirts for this episode because the one who gets them the dirtiest has to do a special challenge. Let's get on to the first restaurant. Keep your shirts clean.
So where are we today, Miggy?
Today we are eating at King of the Grill. It's in the city center of Assen. They have a small interior, but they do a lot of delivery. They have a lot of items on the menu, but today we are eating spare ribs, spicy spare ribs.
Where are we today?
Well, once again we're at the Witterbrug to taste their famous spare ribs. They have 4 different kinds, and they say they are the best ribs in town. They even won an award for that. So let's dig in today. Yeah. Well, we have all the types of spare ribs on the table. We got the hot spare ribs. We got the sweet spare ribs, we got the extra hot spare ribs. And John is cutting into the normal spare ribs right now. Let's see how it tastes.
We're back at Crazy Old Dutch Cafe for lunch and dinner. And last time we had a crazy good steak here. This time we're gonna go for ribs, of course. So let's see if they're just as good as the steaks, because then we'll be coming here every day.
Here we go. So where are we today, Birte?
Well, today we are at Cleopatra in Assen, and this is actually one of my favorite restaurants, and that's all because of these spare ribs we're eating today. They're great. Well, in Assen they are known for their kebab, but well, as I said, today we're having the spare ribs.
Alright. Also, since Joost is sick today, Meert's taken over, so if she spills any sauce on her shirt or whatever.
I didn't know that, but I'm wearing black, so it's safe.
Going down. Be going down.
Where are we today?
Well, tonight we are at J&J restaurant, a restaurant which was founded by a man and a woman named Jan and Joutje in 2014, but it was taken over 2 years ago in 2016 by a man named Jeroen, so still in line with the J. And tonight we're each going to taste how their spare ribs are, ranging from the taste is sweet, hot and extra hot. And well, we're very excited to find out how they are.
Yes.
5 restaurants later and we're back in the studio. It's time for the conclusion. So we're gonna start off with the first restaurant we visited, King of the Grill. The ribs over at King of the Grill are veal, so you get a softer meat, more tender, and the flavor is slightly spicy, which is very nice. You get an entire plate full of meat, plus some potatoes and salad next to it, so you definitely get your money's worth. It's a small takeaway style restaurant, so keep in mind that service times might be a little bit longer. But that also means that since it's small and kinda homey, that sometimes you get lucky and you get things like a special dessert made by the chef's wife. So definitely a good restaurant with some amazing ribs.
So the Witterbrug, you can choose between natural, sweet, hot and extra hot. We tasted them all because we get an extra piece of natural ribs from the chef. Especially so we can taste it. The Witterbrug is well known about the ribs, so the quality of the meat is very high. And I like the ribs very much, and the interior was very nice. We all had a very nice dessert afterwards. It was
Super tasty.
super tasty.
Super tasty, special. Well, once again, we went to the crazy old Dutch, and we might as well dub it Flavor Flav, because once again, they aced it on the flavor. They have this sweet homemade marinade that kind of tastes like your grandma's richa sauce. Yes, indeed. And let me talk about that interior. It's very cozy, and if you want to see more about the interior, also check out the previous episodes where we talk about their steaks. And once again, we had that beautiful, delicious, melting in your mouth lava cake, people.
Very nice.
Definitely taste that.
Next up we went to Cleopatra. They serve veal meat. So the meat is really soft and it really falls off the bone. They serve their ribs in this sweet ketchup sauce and they really drench it in the sauce. So you have enough to dip your potatoes in it, which I really like. They are a takeaway style restaurant. So the interior is pretty simple, but they have an open kitchen, which is really nice. So you can check on your spare ribs. Service time is really fast and you get a lot of food. So it's really worth your money. It's good.
So lastly we have J&J. J&J has 3 different types of ribs. They have the sweet, the hot and the extra hot. And we switched around and we generally like the extra hot the most. So check that one out. J&J gets a lot of good reviews online and the quality of the ribs definitely echo those. And the interior was small and cozy and the restaurant was definitely one of my favorites. Matthias, what was your favorite?
Well, I'm definitely in between because there's that Cleopatra marinade, it is ultimate. But then again, Old Dutch though, like I said, has that flavor. So I can't decide between the two, so it's a tie for me.
Alright, Joost, what about you?
My favorite is Witterbrug.
Witterbrug.
Yes.
Cool. Joy?
My favorite was Cleopatra. Just because the sauce, it's so good.
Alright, now just like Matthias, I'm kind of tied in between. I'm in between King of the Grill and J&J because they were both very different but both very tasty. So, you know, take it for what you want. That wraps up episode 3 about Spareribs in Assen. Thank you to all the restaurants for letting us film and eat there. And our shirts are still clean, so we treated ourselves to some ice cream. Thank you guys for watching and be sure to subscribe to stay updated. Thank you! It's cold. Well, still edible.
We need the
For
view.
subscribing, watching. Thank you, Taylor, for watching. I guess these shirts do need to go in the laundry.
Nipple.
Yeah.